Hi everybody, it's Lauren with Violet Flame Energyworks. Welcome back. We are going to continue on with our monthly series and we're diving into the messages for Libras right now. Welcome Libras, welcome Libra cross watchers. We know you're there, which is part of the fun of watching tarot videos, right? I used to always watch all my friends, you know, what their signs were doing, and it was really fun. I did have somebody ask me one of the questions last week, what was a cross watcher? So for those of you who don't know, it's somebody who watches somebody else's sign. Like, you know, you're a Libra, but you're watching, maybe your boyfriend's a Virgo or something. So you're watching his sign, or, you know, your mother is a Pisces and you want to know what's going on with her. So that's what a cross watcher is, for those of you who might not be familiar with the terminology. Okay, so let's get down to it. Libras and Libra cross watchers. Here we go. Let's find out what the energy for December 2019 is for you guys. What's happening? I'm going to move some of my other card decks here. Wow, got a lot of reversals going on. Okay, we've got the Hierophant reverse. So right now, out of the gate, I'm going to say this is the overall energy kind of for the spread. The Hierophant really represents tradition, marriage, sometimes legal, sometimes spirituality. So something's out of whack with you guys. And it looks to be that case anyway, because we do have some reversals. So let me take a moment to look at this. Okay. Moon in reverse means you really are getting out of some. You guys are, there was a point when there were some things that you didn't know about. And I'm going to say this is most likely with regard to your love life or your relationship, because I'm getting a lot of cups here. So you are getting out of sort of being in the dark about things. That's the moon card, but it did show up in the reverse. You may be getting real. I heard the word get real. The Nine of Cups is sort of like, I've got it all. It's almost a 10. It's kind of like, look at me. I'm just like so happy with all my cups and my family and my house and everything. Not quite a 10, but almost. So in reverse, I feel like you're getting out of, the mask is dropped possibly for your relationship. That's what I'm hearing. There may have been a point where you may have been feeling like this was, you know, no, let me put it this way. Because you're also getting the Four of Cups, which is the sort of the, I wish I had something I don't have. It's kind of the dreaming card of, sometimes it can be depression, but I like to read it as wanting something you don't have, or thinking about, I just kind of wish I had this, but I don't have it because I have that. And you have this, which isn't a bad thing, but I feel like there may have been a point where it could have been a new relationship where things were like very high and very exciting, and maybe now, you know, the unknowns are, you've figured it out, you know, and the mask has dropped, and maybe it's a little less than you thought it was. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. You do have, you know, because you have right here the big manifestation. Look at the face on this guy. The King of Cups, okay? He's in reverse. So my sense is there is somebody, and it could be a water sign, it could be, he's a king. It's definitely a male energy. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Typically, tarot cards can be either or, but I'm feeling male energy on this one. And it could be a water sign, male energy, but that's just kind of what the cup is saying. I'm also getting a lot of earth here and a lot of water. So what I'm thinking is there is somebody, or there was somebody, or there will be somebody, depending upon how this resonates and when you are reading this or when you're watching this video, that is disappointing you in some way. Not in a huge way. I just feel like you've uncovered some mysteries about this person, or you're finally seeing this person for what they are. Yeah, because you have another king. We've got a King of Coins who's super logical, super stable. He's in the reverse, okay? So my feeling is, and this is where, you know, he or she, but I'm going to say he. I think this is mostly a reading for females, for my female watchers, that you may be tangled up or involved. Tangled up sounds kind of negative, so let me retract that. You may be involved with somebody in your space, or this is somebody you know, because these are general readings, and they may or may not resonate with you, but they could be with somebody like that you know. Your friend could be having this happening to them. But I'm thinking this person, this Libra, is involved with a possible earth sign, not necessarily, or a water sign, but not necessarily. It is definitely a male who is a little upside down in his emotions, not completely as stable as this guy would be, because you notice he's in the reverse too. So I feel like you may have had a perception of this person as being a little bit more emotionally stable than they are. Not necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, all of us are a little nutty sometimes. So, but I think you've discovered it. I think you've seen, you know, the crack in the armor, so to speak. And I think you know that this person or this relationship has its flaws, or you are finding that to be the case now. And you may feel like it's not quite as stable, since it's in the reverse, as it could be. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clarify with the Legacy of the Divine. By the way, the cards I'm reading now, also Cyril Marchetti, these are called the Grand Lux. They're really big. Super hard to shuffle, but the images are amazing. Yeah, this is also, I wanted to bring this back into the equation because the Hierophant in reverse really shows something is not lining up, either spiritually, or perhaps you thought you might marry this person and now you're not so sure. This also represents tradition. So with the tradition being upside down, there's just something a little off in your marriage, personal relationship, significant other that you're just kind of starting to see. Or you have seen it and now it's becoming a bigger issue for you. But let's clarify. I want to clarify what the unknowns were with this moon, because this is a major arcana card. What is that? Definitely a relationship. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. So yeah, Two of Cups is definitely a card of connection. That is so beautiful. Here is the moon card. Moon card is all about unknowns. This is the way it looks in the upright. Okay, things you don't quite know, stuff that's in the shadows. It's not really in the shadows anymore. I feel like this, whatever it is about this connection, you're seeing very clearly about this person. So this is confirming that I think we're on the right track as far as what we think in this reading. Let me just clarify our upside down King of Cups, because I think he's a little upset. I don't know why he's emotionally upset. Is he just kind of, is he always like that? Or let's see if this is a temporary situation for him. Okay, Page of Coins in reverse. Immature. I feel like this person is not really all very responsible when it comes to money. Or they're a little bit, they have, yeah, because you've got this guy in reverse too. So this person is really not very responsible when it comes to money. They're kind of immature. And also, this could represent ideas, okay, manifestations. He's not really getting, it's possible he's upset and worried because he could be worried about money. And again, I'm going to say he, because I really believe this reading is for my female watchers. He's worried about money, or he's a little unstable, let's just say, about money right now, and you're kind of seeing this all of a sudden. Or he's having trouble getting ideas off the ground. When this is in reverse, this is a manifestation card. When it's reversed, it's just like you're trying, but it's not happening. So that could be what's driving him crazy. Or this, whatever, this king, this man, this person who is in your space that you're like, I thought you were kind of all together, but there's things right now that you're starting to see that are not all that. And you may be kind of wishing, I'm not saying in a bad way, again, well, I kind of thought it was this. This is what you have. This is what you want. You may not have thought, you may have thought you signed up for something a little different. Oops, wrong card deck. I'm going to qualify this Four of Cups, because this is the guy or girl who's really kind of wishing for something they don't have, sitting in the moment with what they have, but they've got this expectation that didn't get met. Yeah. This is waiting. This is somebody who just sort of is waiting. They're not doing anything. They're just sort of laying there waiting, resting, putting their swords down, taking a time out So this may have been you in the past taking a little time out. You found this person or this relationship, and you are slightly disappointed in it. Like I said, it's not horrible, but I feel like this person right now in your space is a little upside down. And one more clarifier. Let's look at the Hierophant. The Hierophant. I feel like this is a traditional type relationship, boy, girl, boy. It doesn't matter, but yeah, here we have the Justice. Balance. Things were in balance, or you thought they were. Now they're not so much. This is all about doubles, twos. You've got a lot of cups here, you know, 2 of cups, pairs of things. So the balance in the relationship is in question right now. You may be doing more than your share, and you're not real happy about it. He may be going through a hard time, but you're just discovering this, okay? Okay, so Libras, I also want to use, this is the coolest card deck. This is called the Oracle of Echoes. This is brand new, and it's a watercolor deck. I'm so excited about it. I'm not normally a watercolor person, but when I found these cards, I was so in love. So I'm going to pull a collective card to represent everyone who is watching the video right now, our Libras and Libra cross watchers, but this is gonna be an oracle reading, just one card, as to what Spirit has to say about this situation for Libras. Libras are in a little stuck situation, or maybe their blindfold is off and they're like, I get it now. Things are a little different than I thought, but what do we do? What's the message? What's the overall message for December for Libras? What have we got? The Crone. Oh, I love this. This is so beautiful. Like I said, I am totally not a watercolor person, but this deck is so spot on and so clear. This is for you, telling you to embrace the energy of the Crone. The Crone is a older woman. She's, you know, the pagan religion really likes to look at this card as the wise, you know, kind of middle-aged, not necessarily old, but, you know, she's going to be on the older side. She's not the maiden. She's the Crone. She's wise. She's had experience. She's, I like to look at her as kind of like earthly, because you notice all this green. It's kind of like she's very grounded. She's been through a lot. You know, she looks like she's seen better days, okay? Let's just call it like it is. A little wrinkly. All right, maybe she's older. All right. The Crone energy is like the wisest energy on the earth. She's a wonderful, embracing, smart, she's like a smart grandma, okay? So the deck is telling you, embrace your Crone energy, which does kind of go along with this moon being in the reverse, because it's kind of like, all right, no more secrets. You've already figured this out. You're a wise girl, my Librans. You guys are wise. You've figured out that what your situation is might not be optimum. But she's saying, you know, look at it all the way around. Be smart, be wise. Don't do something stupid like, you know, dump somebody because they're not perfect. Or, you know, just keep that wise perspective. That's really what the Crone is. She oversees things. She embraces information. And she's just a wonderful energy. You're right, yeah, she's a little older, right? Maybe we don't want to look like her, but one of these days we're going to. And boy, we sure would love to have all the energy of her wisdom. So she's coming up for you guys. So that tells me you guys need to embrace your Crone energy, whether you're older or not. You can still embrace Crone energy and know what's going on. Keep an eye out on what's happening in your relationships, personally, at work, and all this. But this is definitely probably a personal reading, I'm going to say for sure, for us people who are talking about romance, relationships. Not so much, I don't get so much family out of it. It's really going to be about your significant other. So look deep into your relationship, be smart, be wise, and yeah, I think you know it. She knows, she's kind of like knows all, okay? All right, Libras, thank you so much for joining me, and please like and subscribe. Hit that button to get post notifications. I love you so very much. If you like crystals, please check my Etsy store below. I'm going to put a link. I always use crystal energy when I'm reading. You guys know I love crystals. My table is part of my fun. gotta show you this one. This one's killer. Look at this. This is a smoky quartz cathedral. Look at that. It looks like it's got like little churches and mountains and castles. So cool. Great energy. Okay, I want to be quiet now. So, Libras, blessings, many blessings. I will see you next month.